But hold on, you can see if you can adjust that, put that logo in the scoreboard, or is it too late? Okay. Okay. Big matchup. City College of San Francisco hosting College of Sequoia. Right here on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock, and thanks for joining us wherever you may be. The Giants are 5-2, number 6 in the state. The Rams are 5-1, number 2 in the state. Their last game, they beat Cosumnes River 120-61. That was on November 18th. That was after losing to number 1 undefeated Fullerton 105-102. Just had the net replaced. Tajon Sawyer will jump it up for Coach LeBas. City in their home white uniforms. Sequoias in their dark uniforms. I'm Chris Babcock, and happy Friday to you. We'll be here tonight and also tomorrow when the Rams host Northern Idaho. Tajon Sawyer, their leading scorer, and he's got a very high field goal percentage. Misses that one. Offensive rebound doesn't go, and the rebound by Cameron Clark. Burrell, Garcia, Carter, and Gill are the starters, and they're out Terry Miller, their big man, who's had a great season so far out of Clovis North. Dallas Jensen, the head coach of COS, and we'll get that camera straightened up top. And then we've got a shot clock violation. C.J. Hardy, Matt Williams III, E.J. Neal with the basketball, Tajon Sawyer, and Dante Sawyer. He just has his shot block, our first Wilsonburger on Friday night. Carter over to Garcia, a bounce back from UMass. Had a 40-point game early in the season against Southwest. And the Rams are on the board. We're here live inside the Health and Wellness Center on Brad Dugan Court for City College of San Francisco basketball. The drive and the layup is good by Tyree Gill, averaging just over 7 points a game. So the next 3 games for the Rams, they obviously have COS tonight, Northern Idaho tomorrow, and then next week they'll play West Valley. And as I was talking to Coach LeBas, we've got a foul on the floor. This is a mini December playoff run. They're basically looking to play for the number 1 seed in Northern California. That's why these schools play each other, and that's what their mission is. Baseline shot by Neal, in and out. Sawyer with the rebound. The left-handed putback is blocked, and he gets another chance, and the soft left touch goes. Tajon is averaging just over 20 a game, shooting just under 70% from the field and just under 74%. I said it, yes, 74% from downtown. 4-2 Rams. Near interception, 2-on-1 opportunity. Great job by Matt Williams III to get his hands up and get the strip. 8 on the shot clock. Long range 3 by Burrell doesn't go. He's averaging 14 a game, and then the Rams will run. So out of the 13 key stats that I have, which is points per game, field goal, 3-point, rebound, offensive rebound, etc., City College is number 1 in the state in 6 of those 13 categories. Number 1 in scoring, number 1 in field goal percentage, number 1 in Wilsonburgers, number 1 in defensive field goal percentage, and number 1 in defensive scoring. Very impressive. Down low is Neal. Turnaround. Another shot block by Clark. Loose ball on the floor. And the recovery by C.J. Hardy, averaging just under 11 points a game. Our officials are Matt Diddy, Aaron Dickerson, and Tyler Phillips. Inbound for the Rams. The layup, intimidation factor, and a rebound by Javon Garcia. He's 18th in the state in scoring, just under 20 points a game. COS is averaging 81 points a game, and their field goal, three-point field goal percentage is very good at 41.7. That's third. And the rebound, or the hometown roll on the road, goes for COS. Garcia with the basket. It was some guys out. Coach Jensen's looking for them to be competitive. So keys to victory first for the Rams as Sawyer lays it up. Miss, rebounded again by Gill. Push up the court. Burrell showing some patience and then has it chicken stripped by Neal, and he'll press. Actually, Hardy misses the layup. Neal with the offensive rebound. Loose ball goes out of bounds. And will stay with San Francisco. Hockey substitution for Coach LeBaugh. Nelson, Willie Williams III, Messiah Oakman, and Nathan Ilunga. Nice to bring a player going to UC Santa Barbara, 7-footer Messiah Oakman out of Mount Diablo High School, and Jameer Thomas. Keys for the Rams, pressure without fouling, take care of the ball, and control the tempo. The Rams have won 66 out of their last 68 ball games. Oakman backing down. And great defense by COS. Couple of shots up by Willie Williams III. He gets fouled on the second, and he'll go to the free throw line. Keys to victory for COS. Rebounding on both ends. Limit live ball turnovers and defensive transition. That comes right from the coaches. That's not something I made up. They forgot more about basketball than I'll ever know. But I like the fact that they're playing the top teams in the state playing each other, not avoiding anything. First free throw is good. George Carter will take a break for Coach Jensen. And COS came up yesterday for the trip. And just to let you know, we'll have COS football against City College of San Francisco football in the Golden State Bowl tomorrow at noon. We got a foul on the rebound, and COS will inbound, and City College will press. This is what separates City College from other teams, their press and their defense. Garcia, mid-range shot, doesn't go. Saved out of bounds, and it'll go to the Rams. But talking to Coach LeBaugh, this is a dangerous team in COS, especially when you got a guy like Garcia that can pour and scored 40 in a game this year. That just makes you dangerous. Nesbitt will check in for COS. Double high post. Ilunga at the wing. Thomas. Ilunga in the post. Soft shot doesn't go, out of bounds, and it'll go to COS. The Giants are 23rd in scoring. both these teams do a good job of serving back those Wilson burgers, and if this is the first time joining us, I'll explain what that is. City College is first in blocks at 7.8. COS is fifth at 5.3. Rebound. Alunga gobbles that one up, and Kadeem Nelson will push. Nice hesitation. Total control here. Baseline. Willie Williams III with a reverse layup. A Wilson burger is a block shot. It's a Wilson basketball. It's a salty, leathery taste, and it certainly won't find it on anybody's menu. Steal, you just got to protect the basketball. If you don't, that's the result. Garcia with the layup. Credit him with the steal and the easy layup. 8-6 here. Then we've got an offensive foul. On the screen. The Giants will inbound. About a 3.5-hour bus trip or van trip from Visalia here to the City by the Bay. Pretty move. Great body control by Garcia, and he'll go to the free throw line. You give him an inch and he'll take a layup. He'll be shooting a couple of free throws. Bounce back out of University of Massachusetts. And he bricks that first free throw. I'd say one thing for COS to improve of is they've too many turnovers. They're at 14 a game. That's 34th in the state. But a stat I love, nearly 21 assists. That's third in California. Misses both free throws, and Mosiah Oakman with the board. You bring the ball down low, and this is the result. Burrell with the layup. Big men, keep that ball chest high. If not, these quick guards are going to steal it every single time. 8-8 here from Brad Dugan Court. Willie Williams the third, buries the three. How do you handle the press? You need to score off the press or play in control, because they'll get you to want to play faster than you're capable of. High post to Takari Fields in the game, 6'7" sophomore. Clark at the elbow. 5 on the shot clock. And then Oakman bails him out. Burrell draws the foul. Oakman with his second, 4th team foul. And Oakman will take a seat. And Lawrence Long will come in for Coach LeBaugh. In his 19th season, 522 wins against 62 losses, 14 California state titles, and 16 Coast North Conference titles. The drive and kick, Burrell, air ball. 23-footer goes 22, and here come the Rams. Alunga, Long with the assist, and this is the largest lead of the game for CCSF. Garcia, great control out here. Burrell gets a screen, little pick and roll. Cement maker spin, doesn't go, rebounded by Long. Back rim, missed by Nelson. Long rebound to Nesbitt. He has it stolen. And Williams with a wild throw off the backboard. Got to stay on Garcia. He just draws that foul. And he scoring nearly 7 points a game at the division level, bounce back. And here's the hockey substitutions back with the starting lineup. Sawyer and Sawyer, E.J. Neal, C.J. Hardy, and Matt Williams III. Nesbitt. Kick to the corner to Martin. He travels. If COS is just going to stand around in the perimeter and pass the basketball, they're making it very easy on the City College of San Francisco defense. Alex Argandar out of Modesto Christian comes into the game. Watch him from downtown shooting over 50% from the arc. Sawyer with the spin and the layup. Smooth and silky player out of Salesian. Bounce back from Cal Baptist. Played for Bill Mellis over at Salesian. 15-8. Okay, so you just go make your move. Well, they pride themselves on defense, and Tejon gets down, and he's waiting all day for a screen and a charge. Been waiting all day to take a charge, and that's exactly what he did. Good help defense. Easy call for the officials, and it's 15-8. And City hasn't even gone on a run yet, so we done enough of their games to know what happens. Hardy with the basketball. I'm going to see a little bit more movement out of the Rams offense. There's the ball changing and sharing around the court. Sawyer, as I mentioned, nearly a 70% shooter. He's below 50 tonight, so credit COS. Steal, Showtime. That's a canceled show on Showtime. And I could see that really, those are the things that, as a coach, pulls your hair out. Sawyer gobbles up the rebound to Neal. Sawyer misses. Long rebound to Garcia. I think Tejon's missed more tonight combined than he has all season. 15-8 Rams here from Brad Dugan Court. The lefty, heartbreak, but then gets the roll. Gill with the basket. It's 15-10, City College of San Francisco. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
Well, there's no... So the little history between these teams, this is actually their third meeting in the calendar year. This is a rematch of the March 12th, 2021 game where at the state semifinal where the Rams beat the Giants 71-65. Then December 4th of 2022, the Rams beat COS 80-66, and then 2018 the Rams got a win. The last COS win over San Francisco was at the Fresno tourney, November 17th, 2017. Talk a little bit about that bad timing there for the Rams losing in those games before the Thanksgiving break. Neil, we like to see how teams do off the timeout. Seems like everybody was engaged. The result shows that. Risky pass, cross court. Garcia will push. Gill from 7 gets another hometown roll. Soft touch by the lefty. And this is the first game for the Rams. Sawyer with the 3. This is the first game for the Rams in 14 days. They last played on November 18th. They're starting to turn up the heat here. Miss. Sawyer with a board. Wanted to go with a 9 route deep, but made a good decision. Hands it off to his brother. Sawyer to Sawyer. Neal with the offensive rebound. Garcia with the steal. Clark back into the game. Burrell, George Carter, and Garcia. Those are the, and Angard are the 5 for the Giants. Finger roll, George Gervin style. That's an easy path to the basket. And I was about to say, I would imagine there's going to be a substitution by Coach LeBeau, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Hardy misses, rebound Garcia. He'll get down and do the dirty work. Pass, layup, miss. Sawyer clears it out along the baseline. Kadeem Nelson and Jameer Thomas in for Neal and Hardy. Nesbitt takes a rest. He comes back into the game. And they'll pick up at half court. Neal at the wing. Sawyer, it's good basketball. Find the mismatch and take advantage. And this is exactly what happens for E.J. Neal. Goes, attacks. See, nobody helped the helper, and you leave the biggest guy on the floor all by his lonesome. One of the top scorers in the state gets the easy layup and the soft touch from the free throw line. And a steal, and rinse, and repeat. Sawyer and Sawyer. Dante this time with the steal. And the layup, and the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And you blink, and they're up 11 with a chance to be up 12. That's what they do to you. Misses. Rebound. Goes to COS. We've got a scrum. It's a held basketball. It'll stay with the Giants. So tomorrow night we'll be here at 7 o'clock as the Rams play the undefeated team out of northern Idaho who beat Santa Rosa JC last night. So off the held basketball, Tajin Burrell will bring it in. And then City College is called for the reach-in. So depending on the officiating, because the Rams will do their share of hand-checking, playing aggressive defensively, right? So if the officials aren't calling that, they're going to get steals off that. 25-14, largest lead of the game for the Rams. Miss, Alunga with the board. And he clears it to Willie Williams III, and he'll bring it up. Pauses at the top of the key. Thomas. Williams, Coach LeBaugh yells out a play, and then a hand check call on Nesbitt. Officials are calling it pretty close. 5:56 left here in the first half from San Francisco. What a day. I had a great lunch at Original Joe's. Had the same thing I've had for 300 times or more. My hamburger streak is longer than Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak. If you don't know Joe DiMaggio, as you're a fan of San Francisco, shame on you. So we've got a missed free throw, but then they'll stay with the Rams. Takari Fields back into the game for Cameron Clark. Inbound, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Dante Sawyer. Williams. COS likes to hand check too. They're going to be aggressive. Miss, board, Garcia. He'll press. Got to turn and find the basketball. The Rams don't, and it's an easy layup. And that will just infuriate Coach LeBaugh. You make a mistake offensively, defensively, nah. Sawyer draws a foul, and he'll get a couple of free throws. So I'd say the weakness or a room for improvement, if we're staying on the positive side, is the Rams are just shooting above 70% from the free throw line. That's number 32 in the state. And they're turning it over nearly 15 a game, which is 43rd, but number one in assists. Sharing is caring. Sawyer makes the first. Lawrence Long in for E.J. Neal. Sawyer makes the first. Ready to push that lead back up to 11. And he does. Tomorrow, COS will play Delta here at 5 o'clock. There will be another game. We're not broadcasting it, but there will be another game here after this one at 7 o'clock between undefeated Northern Idaho and Delta College. Inbound along the baseline. Thomas. He's also very good from the three-point arc, shooting 50%. Long with a nice move, but doesn't finish. And a rebound by Gill, and gets it to Garcia, who's capable of filling up the basket. Put back by Fields to cut it to single digits. Tajon Sawyer getting ready to check in for the Rams. From downtown, largest lead of the game, 12 points. And then we've got a timeout. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. We want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
Original Joe's, oh my goodness, my favorite. Two places to serve in San Francisco or Westlake in Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990. Inbound for the Rams. Williams up and under. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Burrell. Ten on the shot clock. Sawyer called for the block. Be free throws actually for George Carter. Yes, Sawyer, good call by the officials. So we'll have game tomorrow night, plus we'll have some Coast North Conference games here from Brad Dugan Court. Appreciate our continued partnership with City College of San Francisco Athletics. Carter misses. You got to take advantage of those. And rebounded by Lawrence Long. Sawyer with the blow-by. And then with the reverse, has it stripped away by Fields. Burrell attacks. He's fouled. Only called for the player control foul. The Rams hustle back on defense, cut off the path to the basket. Matt Williams, the third, in for Sawyer. And then E.J. Neal back into the game. You got also Jameer Thomas and C.J. Hardy and Tajon Sawyer. 30-18. Rams scoring way below their average. Sawyer, left hand with the kiss. Soft touch for the Salesian alum. Another player control foul. 2 consecutive possessions. And the Rams defense stepping up. You take a look at it. C.J. Hardy will bring it up. Neal to Matt Williams. Reverse it to Hardy. Wants to get to Sawyer. He does. Good spread of the floor by the Rams, preventing any help. And Sawyer will go to the free throw line. This is the spacing that you want, because he's got 2 3-point shooters out there. If the defense collapse, Tajon will get 2 free throws. You probably can't see the logo, but UA Local 38 Plumbers and Steam Fitters, the Rams have their logo proudly on their uniform. Fidelity, education, benevolence, protection. UA Local 38 Plumbers and Steam Fitters. Sawyer at the free throw line. Makes the first. In about a 4-minute time period, COS has only scored 4 points. 34-18, Sawyer comes out after making the free throws. Garcia gets a screen, reverses the basketball. Back to Garcia. Good ramp defense. Miss, rebound by Neal. Pushes it up to Matt Williams, kicks it over to Thomas. Doesn't go good. Block positioning under the hoop for the Giants. Speeds his tempo up, and it's a turnover. And then a turnover the other way. We get dueling turnovers, and then Garcia misses. Another rebound by Neal. He has it stolen. A little sloppy play here the last couple of minutes. Actually, the last 30 seconds. Dive. And then the foul. And Garcia might get a little shaken up on that foul. There was a lot of bodies banging underneath it. That's not a good sign. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Basketball. Learn more about the 5-time state champions at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, a pro athlete or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. Original Joe's, the best Italian restaurant in San Francisco. North Beach in San Francisco or Westlake in Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990, a landmark tradition over 8 decades. UA Local 38 Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Fidelity, Education, Benevolence, Protection. Philosophers Club, legendary sports bar in West Portal. Bravo's Pizza, serving San Francisco since 1963. Larkin's Brothers Tire and Auto, serving San Francisco for over 72 years. Roxy Food Center, great sandwiches in San Francisco. The Ave Bar, a neighborhood bar, San Francisco style. And Marshall Carpentry, outdoor cabinets, bars, roads, and benches. City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Basketball. Learn more about the 5-time state champions at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, a pro athlete or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. Original Joe's, the best Italian restaurant in San Francisco. North Beach in San Francisco or Westlake in Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990, a landmark tradition over 8 decades. UA Local 38 Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Fidelity, Education, Benevolence, Protection. Philosophers Club, legendary sports bar in West Portal. Bravo's Pizza, serving San Francisco since 1963. Larkin's Brothers Tire and Auto, serving San Francisco for over 72 years. Roxy Food Center, great sandwiches in San Francisco. The Ave Bar, a neighborhood bar, San Francisco style. And Marshall Carpentry, outdoor cabinets, bars, roads, and benches. So this is what's going to happen. There is a minute 52 left in the first half. Javon Garcia got sick and at the top of the key. So we're going to get that cleaned up. So the officials, what they've made a decision is that we're going to take a halftime break, 15-minute break, see how he's doing, which is the most important thing, and then clean up the floor. And then we're going to come back and play the last minute 52 of the first half. Then they're going to just take like an in-between quarter break. I know everybody, men's basketball at the college level is played at halves, but the officials are doing a good job of making that adjustment. So we still have a minute 52 left in the first half, but we're going to play that in about 14 minutes or so. So we're going to take a quick break here from inside the Health and Wellness Center and Brad Dugan Court, where City College of San Francisco leads COS 34-18.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
we
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Grabbing rim with like one hand. After 3 weeks of using this, I can flush down a dunk easily. Probably about 4 or 5 inches added onto my vertical jump.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
tough miss right there. It's always good to get off to a good start.
Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. We want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
You drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
From
We
Los
just heard that.
Angeles.
What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
Grabbing rim with like one hand. After 3 weeks of using this, I can flush down a dunk easily. Probably about 4 or 5 inches added onto my vertical jump.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho care for life.
So welcome back, 34-18 CCSF over COS. So we're going to have a minute 52 left in the first half, and then we're going to take a break, just like a quarter break, quick intermission, because we had a player for COS get sick literally on the floor, and Coach LeBaugh, brilliant man that he is, just suggested to the officials, with the agreement of COS head coach Dallas Jensen, that they would just break for halftime to get the floor cleaned up. So that's what's happening. So it'll be a minute 52 left in the game, or actually in the first half. So Burrell, the Giants only have had 4 players score. Burrell with 2, Garcia with 8, Gill with 8, and Fields with 2. The Rams are led by Tajon Sawyer's 14. E.J. Neal's got 4. Dante Sawyer with 7. Willie Williams, the third, with 7. And Alunga with a field goal. So COS, I believe it'll be Javon Garcia, who was the player that got sick. He's okay. He's been checked out, and he'll be at the free throw line. And we're going to see with the officials if it's 1-and-1 or in the bonus. I believe it'll be shooting 2. I'm Chris Babcock, and thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV, the streaming home of City College of San Francisco basketball this season. Garcia now with 9. Now Garcia in double figures, inbound to Thomas, and he'll bring it up for the Rams in their white jerseys, white shorts with the UA Local 38 on their uniform. Screen by Sawyer, little pick and roll. Thomas in the paint, feeds it to Tajon Sawyer, and he goes up and he'll get a couple of free throws. Looking for points 15 and 16. Tejon, physical player, in control, and he's got a couple of free throws. Been covering his game since he was a freshman over at Salesian. Makes the first. He's perfect from the charity stripe. Takari Fields in for Lucas Wilrich. .16 lead, and it's just been a scoring drought for COS. Only put up 6 points since the 6:20 mark here in the first half. Great block out. Let's show this on replay. You be the judge. On the miss, Sawyer with the block out. He's called for the foul, and Fields will be shooting two. COS is averaging just under 82 points a game in the stifling defense of the Rams. Misses the free throw. Sawyer with the rebound. They're one foul away from the double bonus. Great cut to the basket by Willie Williams. Little entry to the bucket. Simple offense. Reverse layup, doesn't go, long rebound to Nesbitt, and he loses it, and Williams will push. Kicks it out to Jameer Thomas. Sawyer from out at the arc. Skip pass to Hardy. Alonga down in the low block. Willie Williams step back. 22-footer goes 24. And Garcia will bring it up. And we've got a timeout, and we'll keep it here. City College of San Francisco basketball. Learn more about the 5-time state champions at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, a pro athlete, or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. Original Joe's had the charbroiled hamburger, garlic bread, fries, and the tasty raviolis, and I've got half left over for dinner tomorrow night. Inbound, Garcia. Not much time left here in the first half. Wild shot. Gets a roll by Carter. And it's a 38-22 lead for City College of San Francisco. We're not going to take a full halftime break. It'll just be like it's in between quarters. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco basketball. Learn more about the 5-time state champions at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, a pro athlete or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. Original Joe's, the best Italian restaurant in San Francisco. North Beach in San Francisco or Westlake in Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990, a landmark tradition over 8 decades. 38-22. We had to make an adjustment here today with the player getting sick with just under 2 minutes left. Teams took a halftime break, came back, played the last minute and 52 seconds, and now we're here in the second half. Oakman seals down low, and he's fouled. Oakman, Neal, Matt Williams the third, Kadeem Nelson, and Sawyer has that shot blocked, Wilsonberger style. And the Giants will push up court. 16 points has been the largest lead of the game. And the Rams have been there several times, and of course they're there right now. Not many players have scored today for COS. Garcia with the step back rim, and Oakman gobbles up the rebound. Outlets to Nelson. Sawyer, Oakman. And he's fouled by Fields. If I'm going to fall on the floor, I don't want to fall on the floor at the top of the key on this side of the court. Oakman at the free throw line. 8.7 points per game, just under 6 rebounds, and 3 Wilsonbergers, which is second in the state. 39-22, largest lead for the Rams, and they'll press off the made free throw. Opportunity for the Giants. And a Wilsonberger serve back hot, and it's going to be long pass to Sawyer. He lays it up. And then a near turnover. Dante now with 9. He's averaging 11 on the season. Coming down here in control with confidence and the layup. 20-point lead for CCSF. And they'll turn up the heat with the press. That's just a bad place to inbound. Burrell. Nesbitt. And a player control foul. The Rams get, I could be exaggerating this, they seem to get more excited over when they take a charge. And now we have a technical on the floor. And the officials will sort it out. But I was mentioning, they just get excited when they draw a charge. The bench erupts. So we'll see what the call is here. I'll keep focused on the officials as we play the replay. Neal draws the charge, and the officials will sort it out. You know what I'm going to do in the future? I'm going to check with the officials and see if they could come over and give us an explanation here. Bottom line, it's Ram basketball. Nelson, bad pass, turns it over. Burrell to Fields, back to Burrell. And the stifling Rams defense, and they're going to get physical. They called Matt Williams the third for the reach-in, but 2 other times they won't call him for that foul, so they'll continue to be aggressive. Number 1 defensive team in the state, number 1 scoring team in the state. haven't done so well scoring tonight, but geez, their defense. Down in the low block, Fields with the pass to Clark, and he's called for the travel. Oakman trying to seal the defender down low. Pass by Sawyer turns into a shot and a layup the other way. Burrell at the basket. And then a block called on Fields. Ball out of bounds. E.J. Neal will inbound. Sawyer, top of the key. Turns it over. And he'll get taken out of the game. C.J. Hardy in for Dante Sawyer, and it'll be a coach's moment behind the bench with Coach LeBaugh. Step back, doesn't get the roll. Working hard on the boards, doesn't pay off by Clark, and Neal will come up with it. Nelson has that ball go off his thigh, and it's a turnover. 2 straight possessions and 2 turnovers for the Rams. The blow-by. And that, just watching Coach Jensen, nobody faces the basketball, and it's an easy layup summer league style. The Rams maintain their 20-point lead here. Downtown, Burrell with the 3. Hardy to Oakman. Alex Argandar in for COS. Oakman down in the low block. Turnaround. Doesn't draw iron. Neal with the putback. His fails. His shot fails. And COS with an opportunity. A Wilsonberger served back hot by Oakman. Neal. Play defense without fouling, one of the keys to the game for Coach LeBaugh. Neal with the putback after the missed layup. And then we've got a timeout on the floor. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. We'll keep it here. Original Joe's, the best Italian restaurant in San Francisco. 2 great places for the holidays. North Beach in San Francisco, or Original Joe's in Westlake and Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990. A landmark tradition over 8 decades. We appreciate the Dugan family's support of City College of San Francisco basketball. UA Local 38 plumbers and steam fitters, Fidelity Education, Benevolence Protection. COS will be able to run the baseline, trailing by 21. Horrible pass and a layup. You can't throw that cross-court dripping gravy pass. It's going to be turned over and laid up immediately. 23-point lead for the Rams. And a steal, but a call on Matt Williams III. And here's that finger roll. You can't throw this pass. This ball's literally got gravy dripping off it. Everybody likes gravy. If not, well, I'll put a letter in your file. Layup doesn't go. Oakman clears the boards, looking for an outlet partner. Gets it to Neal. Over to Nelson. He probes the defense and then kicks it back out to Neal. To Hardy, trying to get it to Oakman. Make an immediate move and finish, big fella. Again. Largest lead of the game for the defending state champs. Burrell from downtown. Off mark, rebound, Argandar. He's down with the big fellas, and they'll reset the offense. And just a reminder, we'll be here live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. as the Rams play the undefeated team from northern Idaho. Player control foul. And E.J. Neal, once again, watch him just play defense here, anticipate this drive with the help. Textbook. And tomorrow at noon, we've got COS versus City College of San Francisco in the Golden State Bowl. We'll have that game on NorCal Sports TV. How do you find out these games that we're doing? And then we've got the Heart of California basketball showcase all day tomorrow as well. Left-hand layup doesn't go. Oakman, he has a shot. Wilson Bergered by Will Rich. He has the ball 18 feet away from the basket. Ball out of bounds to COS. Tajon Sawyer, Dante Sawyer, Jameer Thomas, Willie Williams III, and Nathan Ilunga will check in for the Rams. Bad pass. Out of bounds. So doing some research on the Rams, they don't lose much. I'm going to try to find out when they lose. And it's curious. They lost to Fullerton on November 17th. Sawyer called for the walk. 2022 lost to Fullerton in overtime. In 2021, they lost to West Valley on November 19th, 2021. In 2017, they lost to COS on November 17th. And then in 2016, another basket by the Rams, they lost on November 20th to Fresno. Pre-Thanksgiving losses. And Coach LeBau's response, that's the stuff nightmares are made of. 54-27. COS will inbound. Garcia, only giant in double figures. Stifling defense played by the Rams. And COS is out some players. Jose Coelho and Terry Miller, the big fella out of Clovis North, who's averaging just under 12 a game and nearly 8 rebounds. A very reliable, flexible athlete in Terry Miller. Sawyer looking for a screen. Gets caught up in the air, kicks it to his brother. Alunga has it stolen away. I don't think they want him driving from the three-point arc. And Sawyer with a hard foul on the dunk attempt by Burrell. And both teams will go to the bench. This is a physical play here. And good to see that Burrell gets up. And the officials will discuss the foul, if it's a flagrant one. Okay. So it'll be free throws for Burrell. And the foul on Dante Sawyer. And then ball out of bounds to COS. But I appreciate Dante not allowing the layup, not allowing the dunk, and got the physical foul. Was not cheap whatsoever. Just a hard foul. Near turnover. Garcia hangs in the air, and he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. We're having a little bit of problem with our center camera, and we're trying to get that fixed. Meanwhile, Garcia at the free throw line, only scorer in double figures tonight for COS. I'm Chris Babcock, and thanks for joining us here from Brad Dugan Court inside the Health and Wellness Center on the campus of City College of San Francisco. Sawyer with the rebound. Thomas. Sawyer wants the ball down low. Williams has that shot rejected. Garcia will attack the basket. He goes for the dunk. Doesn't go. Put back by Gill. This is a COS team that's averaging nearly 82 points a game. Alunga is fouled by Bazunga. And he'll be shooting free throws, actually be 1-1. Lawrence Long in the game for Willie Williams. Back rim, rebound by Bazunga. Burrell with the three. Thomas nearly loses it. Sawyer picks up the loose ball and lays it up. Foul on Thomas, and Garcia will go to the charity stripe. unless something crazy happens, this will be the first game all year that the Rams haven't broke 100, averaging 113, nearly 114 points a game. 56-35. Rams will play Delta College tomorrow at 5. The Giants will play Delta College at 5, and the Rams will host Northern Idaho at 7. 56-36. Sawyer goes right through the defense, but misses the layup. Carter, guarded by Neal. A little shimmy and shake. Neal's not falling for it. Loose ball, and it's a turnover. Sawyer gets caught in between. Wild shot. Transition the other way for the Giants. And Gill hits it. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco Basketball. Learn more about the 5-time state champions at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, a pro athlete or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. Original Joe's, the best Italian restaurant in San Francisco. North Beach in San Francisco or Westlake in Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990. A landmark tradition over 8 decades. UA Local 38 Plumbers and Steam Fitters. Fidelity, education, benevolence, protection. Philosophers Club, legendary sports bar in West Portal. Bravo's Pizza, serving San Francisco since 1963. Larkin's Brothers Tire and Auto, serving San Francisco for over 72 years. Roxy Food Center, great sandwiches in San Francisco. The Ave Bar, a neighborhood bar, San Francisco style. And Marshall Carpentry, outdoor cabinets, bars, roads, and benches. Off the timeout, 56-38 Rams. Halfway through the second half, Neal. COS playing a little zone. And Sawyer loses it. And hockey substitutions for the Rams. Matt Williams III, C.J. Hardy, Kadeem Nelson, Messiah Oakman, and E.J. Neal will stay in the game. Burrell going against Hardy. Garcia, one of the top scorers in the state, is looking to do a little one-on-one while everybody stands around. 10 on the shot clock. Carter drives, has his path cut off. Missed by Bazunga, and E.J. Neal with another board. He's also drawn a couple of charges tonight. From downtown, Kadeem Nelson. And then they'll press. Need a score off the press. Short, long rebound. Bazunga will be at the free throw line. Nesbitt checks in for Gill. both teams have committed 8 team fouls. Back rim, and then the shooter gets the rebound. That'll be talked about in films tomorrow. Got to block off the shooter, cut the shooter. Baseline 3, Burrell. Oakman. Good defense by Bazunga. The ball stays with the Rams. Foul on the floor. Bazunga called for the foul. The UC Santa Barbara commit Messiah Oakman at the free throw line. Misses Neal with the offensive rebound. He's fouled. Think about E.J. Neal. He's in the right place at the right time a lot. He's got great instincts and has a way of getting to the basketball or drawing a charge or three. Fields in for Bazunga. Neal out of Balboa Prep, averaging just over 12 a game, and he'll spearhead this press. Bad pass. Called that foul on Kadeem Nelson, and then he thought he had, he's got 4 fouls. He's looking to come out of the game, and Coach LeBoss says, no, you stay with it. So just this game, it's been physical, not a lot of runs, but Javon Garcia got sick at the top of the key with minute 52 left in the first half. Coach LeBoss suggested, under the approval of Coach Jensen, just to break for halftime, get the floor cleaned up, etc. They came back after the intermission, played the last minute 52 of the first half, and then we're here completing the second half. Back rim, miss, Burrell with the board. 17-point game, a lot of time for COS, but then who draws another charge? E.J. Neal. He's just plotting there. He's watching the basketball. Vision on the basketball helps. And that's his third drawn charge tonight. Tough player. Blown opportunity. Neal feeds Oakman. Basket. Jump hook. Swin Nader style. Google it. You don't know who Big Swin is. Near steal by Hardy. So technical foul called on the Rams. And Burrell will be at the free throw line. And then COS will get the ball back. They've got a lot of time left here. the other way. Bad defense by the Rams. Nobody turned and faced the basketball. All of a sudden, it's a 16-point game. Neal. And he'll be shooting free throws. Nobody protecting the basket, and that will be duly noted in the Synergy film breakdown or the huddle breakdown tomorrow morning. Neal nets the first. So both teams will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Almost a steal by Hardy. When you throw those passes, they have to be with a purpose. We've talked about the little skip bounce pass dripping with gravy, the chest pass, skip pass dripping with gravy. Those are turnovers. Garcia kicks it to Burrell, and that three is good. And we've got a timeout. You're watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
At Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, we want you to get your swing back, get your ride back, get your sprint back. With our top-to-toe orthopedic care throughout the Bay Area, we want you to get your life back. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, ortho care for life.
64-49. Appreciate our partners, City College of San Francisco basketball, American Asphalt, Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, my favorite, Original Joe's, the charbroiled burger on garlic bread every single time. Rams need to do something here on offense. High post. Neal travels. Nope, call him for KOA, not a sponsor, camping in the key. COS with another stop. And Garcia will calmly bring this basketball down. 17-footer off mark. Matt Williams skies for the rebound. Neal. Hardy will set up. Coach LeBaugh will call a play. Little zone here. Give me a ball fake or an alley-oop. Williams has that shot rejected by George Carter. Garcia probing the defense. Didn't like the opportunity. Wide right with that shot. Neal with the layup. 2 times COS had a chance to cut into this deficit and barely gets a shot off. And the Rams push it back up to 17. 24-footer goes 23. Neal goes right to the basket, held the basketball, and it'll go to COS. You know what drives me nuts is when announcers call this a jump basketball. There is no more jump basketballs. It's a held basketball. And this will go to COS. Oakman will take a seat. Garcia to Burrell to Carter. Garcia bounced back from UMass, had a 40-point game and a loss to LA Southwest. Not a lot of guys moving, and it's a travel. I'm seeing 2 players from COS moving, and the rest of the guys are standing around. And no offense to our friends at Caltrans, but that's Caltrans offense. Get moving. Make this team defend you. When you're just standing around, you're giving them a break. Jameer Thomas from Ocean Avenue pushes the lead back up to 20. COS got it down to 15 with 6:53 mark, but then a group discussion, i.e. timeout, and the Rams have bounced back and answered. Sawyer. And that pass is turned over. That was definitely mistaking activity for achievement. And the achievement was a turnover in the stat sheet. Garcia against Neal, and that's his 4th time he's drawn a charge tonight. Number 4 for Neal. He just take it. He's going to keep right in front of you. You can't push off. And then you just literally recharge his batteries. One of the returners from that championship team of last year. Speaking of returners, Kadeem Nelson for 3. And it's back up to 20-point lead for the Rams. And then a self-inflicted turnover as Gill fumbles it out of bounds. E.J. Neal has drawn more charges than he has field goals tonight. That's a great stat. And there plays defense without fouling was key number 1 tonight. Hardy misses. Carter, Burrell, guarded by Nelson, wants the pick and roll, doesn't find it, and then gets it to Carter, back to Burrell, and he lays it up. A rare point, touch, or even basket for the Giants. Thomas, Sawyer, easy basketball. Near steal by Thomas, the Berkeley High Yellow Jacket alum, averaging 14.5 a game, shooting 50% from three-point land. And they'll continue to pressure. Alunga and Long getting ready to check in for Coach LeBaugh. Is that nope? Tajon Sawyer draws the player control foul. It's had to be at least 8 charges that the Rams have drawn tonight. Will Dominguez will see his first action of the game. The 7-footer out of Mountain View High School. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ave NorCal Sports TV, where you're watching this game tonight. Subscribe. You'll get alerts. We're not going to send you emails. We're not going to call you and extend your car warranty that you don't have. And it helps us gain more advertising partners. Hardy trying to get Dominguez, getting the floor balanced. Alunga puts the ball on the floor and banks it off the glass. So at the 6:53 mark, it was 64-49 City College of San Francisco. Then a 12-4 run has diminished the hopes of a comeback by the Giants. That's double dribble, no call. Because I'm usually double dribbling and it has nothing to do with bouncing the basketball. 22-footers wide right, rebounded by Hardy. He'll push. Long. Buries it. 79-53 was 38-22 at half. I mean, the actual real halftime. We had an unusual circumstance here tonight. Dominguez playing vertical, keeping his hands straight up and not fouling. Thomas. So this 3-game tough stint, Dominguez is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So when we mentioned, City College has got COS tonight. They're going to lock up that win. They've got an undefeated Northern Idaho team tomorrow. And then I believe on the 10th have West Valley. Who's kidding who? They're playing for the number 1 seed in Northern California. So we've got a player foul out, Bazunga. And Lucas Wilrich out of Yuba City will check in, 6'10 freshman. But just not the same team without Terry Miller, athletic big, 6'8 sophomore, nearly 12 a game, nearly 5 assists, just under 8 rebounds. Dominguez misses the first free throw. But playoff-type basketball in the first of 3 tough ones on the schedule. Some of the Ram football players have got a big bowl game tomorrow, out supporting the basketball program. And the ball, another just careless turnover. First game of the Golden Gate Classic. We won't have the broadcast, but Delta will play Northern Idaho after this one. And then tomorrow at 5 it will be COS against Delta, and then Northern Idaho against the Rams. That game will be live here at 7 o'clock. Heard that slap from here. I think Jason did too. It'll be free throws, not allowing the layup. I like that. But this is a nice slap across the wrist. Right there. We call that a nice little karate chop. Gill at the free throw line. Want to thank both coaches. Dallas Jensen, a longtime partner of NorCal Sports TV, and a a college that gets us, appreciates us, partners with us, and, of course, Rams basketball coach Justin LeBeau. There's a good shot of Coach Jensen. So we'll take a quick break and come back and wrap this up. But the Rams with the 79-53 victory over COS. You're watching City College of San Francisco basketball on NorCal Sports TV. City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you by City College of San Francisco basketball. Learn more about the 5-time state champions at ccsfathletics.com. City College of San Francisco, a tradition of winning. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 35 years. Golden State Orthopedics and Spine, whether you're tiny or big, 2 or 102, a pro athlete or a world-class grandparent, you can find care with our expert, compassionate orthopedic doctors. Original Joe's, the best Italian restaurant in San Francisco. North Beach in San Francisco or Westlake in Daly City. My favorite place to dine in the Bay Area since 1990, a landmark tradition over 8 decades. UA Local 38 Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Fidelity, Education, Benevolence, Protection. Philosophers Club, legendary sports bar in West Portal. Bravo's Pizza, serving San Francisco since 1963. Larkin's Brothers Tire and Auto, serving San Francisco for over 72 years. Roxy Food Center, great sandwiches in San Francisco. The Ave Bar, a neighborhood bar, San Francisco style. And Marshall Carpentry, outdoor cabinets, bars, roads, and benches. So the Rams, with a great defensive effort led by E.J. Neal, who drew 4 charges tonight. That kind of defense will always get you a victory. So the Rams beat COS 79-53 to win this opening game of the Golden Gate Classic and move their record to 6-1. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NorCalSportsTV, for alerts of upcoming games. We'll be live from Brad Dugan Court tomorrow inside the Health and Wellness Center as the Rams host undefeated Northern Idaho at 7 p.m. in the last game of the Golden Gate Classic. You have been watching City Basketball on NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Taylor Rector, Ben Oenick, and our director, Jason Green. I'm Chris Babcock here in San Francisco. Good night, and thanks for being on the show.